We're on to learning unit number 11. So we're getting ever closer to the end of this course and our semester because there'll be 14 full learning units for this course and final course reflection few days. So we're moving right along and we're talking about nutritional issues. So for this learning unit, let's make this a little bigger so we can actually read it. We're talking about nutritional issues globally. So we had a learning unit last week that focused on women and children's health. Now we're transitioning to a topic of nutrition, but yet we're going to focus again on women and children, especially children under the age of 5. And we know that nutrition is vital to both pregnant women and to child health and development. And while significant progress in addressing the burden of undernutrition over the past few decades has been made, children and pregnant women in sub-Saharan Africa, South Asia, especially India, we're going to focus on India, and war-torn areas of the world continue to experience the negative outcomes of undernutrition. And I'm going to cite some sources, or I'm going to cite a source, and you have that within, it's one of your learning activities from the World Health Organization. The most vulnerable population for hunger is children under 2 and pregnant women, as we said. In 2022, there was almost 150 million children who were considered stunted, which is defined as too short for their age. And 45 million were wasted, which is defined as too thin for the height. In addition, poor women and children suffer from micronutrient deficiencies. So you're going to look at this especially in your textbook. Focus on the micronutrient deficiencies such as vitamin A, iron, iodine, folic acid, calcium, and zinc. And this impacts too on the developing children, on developing children and women who are pregnant. So you're going to read chapter 9. You're going to watch the videos that I have and read the information from the web links and the articles that are posted. And let's bring this back over. And let's click back on here. That's the overview. You're watching this video. You know Skolnick is our text, and you're reading chapter 9. Here's the World Health Organization fact sheet. It's on malnutrition. That's where we got the data as far as the numbers who are stunted and wasted and on our planet, the numbers of children who are stunted and wasted. And you want to read through all of this information. It's very helpful. And there is the quiz. You're going to have 15 minutes to complete, but you have 2 attempts. So what I recommend is, even though I have the quiz here, and usually it's just on your text, all of the learning activities will help you in completing this 10-point multiple choice quiz. So you might want to wait until you're done and take the quiz as the last one. Here's a video on the assessment of malnutrition and anemia. When you click on, you're going to read a little bit here, and I want you to read through this because this video was not made for really healthcare professionals such as nurses and physicians, but those that live in the communities where people suffer from malnutrition. And it's an old video, but it is a really interesting video to watch and actually witness some of these malnourished children, how they have been assessed. So we keep having issues here today. I don't know why. So moving along, that was the video assessment of malnutrition and anemia. Then there's an excellent article about how they used fortified cookies to eradicate anemia. And you're going to need to read this article as well for your discussion board. Then there's two videos about malnutrition in India. One gives us a little bit more information about malnutrition in India, what were some of the governmental programs that were put on to decrease malnutrition, especially in specific provinces, and it gives you really good information. And then this video shows an NGO, so a non-governmental organization, as you'll recall, and how this NGO is helping to fight child malnutrition with games and gardens in India. So it doesn't have to be really difficult. There are ways that we can really fight malnutrition in some of these war-torn or poverty areas. And it also is going to, this specific video will address, however briefly, the issue of climate change and how that is impacting negatively on child malnutrition in areas of the world, such as India. Then you're going to have discussion board 11, which you're going to have to answer 2 questions, and no reply is required, yet recall that an outstanding post without a reply should be about a minimum of 300 words and also include in-text citation per APA. So your learning activities will help you answer these questions from your readings to the videos and the article. Help us, number 1, to understand how undernutrition and anemia in women of reproductive age can lead to low birth weight and IUGR. So you're going to want to make sure that you understand what IUGR is, and you're going to want to read that in your text. In the infants that are born to them, as well as possible stunting, wasting, anemia, and undernutrition of the child as the child grows. So read that a couple of times before answering it. So you're looking at undernutrition and anemia in women, in pregnant women, how that can lead to low birth weight and IUGR in the infants that are born to them, along with, as those infants grow, stunting, wasting, anemia, and undernutrition of that child. And how is climate change impacting on malnutrition globally? And you can just share at least, maybe not an in-depth report globally, but maybe cite the source from India as far as that one video. And that's it for the learning unit. And I hope you find this informative and as well, have a good week. And I'll see you in learning unit number 12.